Mindfulness of why me. Imagine a woman who has been diagnosed with terminal cancer sits in a quiet room with her nurse. She has always been full of life, adventurous and strong-willed. But now, faced with the end of her journey, she asks the question that haunts her. "Why me?" she whispers, her voice frail. "Why is this happening to me? I've lived my life fully. I've loved deeply. What did I do to deserve this?" The nurse sits beside her, taking a deep breath, and after a moment of thought, she begins gently. "Do you remember those beautiful autumn trees? The ones you loved to hike through? You told me once how they brought you peace." She nods, recalling the vibrant reds, yellows, and oranges of the leaves. "Think about a single leaf," the nurse says. "All its life, that leaf is part of the tree. It grows in the spring, dances in the summer breeze, and then, in autumn, it changes color and falls gently to the earth. We see the leaf as separate from the tree, but is it really? It was always part of something larger, always connected to the whole, whether it was green and full of life or turning golden as it fell. The leaf falling isn't a punishment. It's just part of the cycle." She listens quietly, her eyes softening. "In the same way," the nurse continues, "we often think of ourselves as separate, as this I that's alone and different from everything else. But we've always been part of something bigger, like that leaf on the tree. The experiences you've had, the people you've touched, the love you've shared, is all part of the whole. When we ask, 'Why me?' we're seeing ourselves as something separate, something that's being singled out. But just like the leaf, we're all connected. And what happens to us is part of a natural cycle, not a punishment." "So, you're saying I'm like the leaf?" she asks softly. The nurse nods. "Yes. You've had your spring and summer, and now you're in autumn, where things are changing. But just as the leaf was always part of the tree, you've always been part of the greater flow of life. There's no I being punished, just the natural, beautiful unfolding of your journey. You've lived fully, just like the leaf in the sun, and now you're returning to the earth, still connected to the whole. You're not losing yourself. You're becoming part of something even bigger, something that was always there." Tears fill her eyes, but they're not from fear. There's a quiet understanding, a soft acceptance. "So, I'm not really alone in this? No, the nurse says gently. You never have been. You're part of life itself, and life is not about holding on to one version of who we are. It's about flowing with the changes, just like the seasons. You are not just a person, but you are a part of everything, like a leaf that dances for a while, and then peacefully lets go, knowing it's still part of the tree, still part of the earth. And in that moment, she feels something shift within her. She realizes that her life, her I, has never been separate or isolated. She has always been part of the whole, part of a larger, beautiful cycle. And letting go doesn't mean the end. It means becoming one with the very life she's always cherished.